Hey, what's up everyone? Ethan here with SouthernStylez Tinting. Wanted to discuss this 2026 Tesla Model 3 that we just wrapped up today for a client of ours. They initially inquired about having the windows tinted, which is a great option. I think you should do it to any vehicle. Let's talk about what they chose to do, as well as some other work that we did on it, and maybe it's right to protect your vehicle. So on this one, we used our SunTek Evolve, which is our top tier and SunTek's top tier premium nano ceramic window film. Now, what's that going to give you as the client, and what's that going to give this client? What that's going to give you is a lifetime warranty. It's going to give you maximum heat rejection, maximum UVA and UVB ray protection, maximum IR, otherwise known as infrared rejection. And it's going to just help protect the interior, protect your skin, make your commute a lot more comfortable to drive, whether you're commuting to work, school, wherever you're going. It's going to make your commute a lot more comfortable in those hot days because you don't have all that heat blasting in. Now, on an electric vehicle, it's also going to add to your range. And how is it going to add to your range? Well, on the hot summer days, obviously, if you're blasting the AC on an electric vehicle, like a Tesla or many others, the harder you run that AC, the more drain it's going to have on your battery. The more drain you have on your battery, it's going to relate to lesser range. So you're going to have to charge more frequently. Well, by having a really great film like SunTek Evolve, it's reducing the strain on your AC. So while it's making it more comfortable for you and it's protecting your skin and your kid's skin and your passenger's skin, and obviously also making you not just absolutely sweat on those super hot days, it's also improving the range on your vehicle if you have an electric vehicle. So there's maximum benefits to it. It's a really nice film on it. They went with North Carolina legal, which is 35%. Now, we also did some other work on the vehicle. We also protected all of the paint and the headlights with our SunTek Ultra PPF, otherwise known as paint protection film. Now, why did they do that, and why should you consider it on your vehicle? Well, you get a brand new vehicle, or maybe a few months old or a year-old vehicle, but specifically brand new vehicles, and your paint looks absolutely phenomenal. You go to pick it up at the dealership or it gets delivered to you, whatever your case may be, and you see it and you just fall in love with it, and it looks shiny, it looks amazing, you love it. Well, what happens after several months of highway driving or city driving, wherever you live at, going through construction and just in general road conditions? All those rocks and maybe nails and screws or whatever from pickup trucks or construction vehicles or whatever the case may be, are just hammering the front end, and so you end up with scratches and nicks and all that stuff, and it just kind of kills the value of the vehicle and what you see it, and you're like, man, this sucks. It looked good when it was brand new, now it's all beat up. So a very common package that a lot of people do is protect the full front end. That's awesome. That's your main area that's going to get hit. Now, what this client opted to do, and we do quite a few of, is a full body protection. So like I mentioned, we protected all of the painted panels as well as the headlights with the SunTek Ultra PPF, 8 mil thick piece of film. You don't have to worry about rocks, chips, scratches. Somebody's in a parking lot and they accidentally, wipe up next to your car and they got keys hanging off their belt. Now they've scratched your door, your fender. Maybe it's a shopping cart and they accidentally scuff it or hit it. We've all had a situation like that happen. And they don't mean it, it's an accident, but now you got to deal with having a door repainted or a fender repainted or a trunk or a bumper repainted or something, wherever the damage is. And so yes, it's an inconvenience to you. You can get it taken care of and get it painted, but now you're going to have a hit on your Carfax. You're going to have a hit on the value of your vehicle when you go to trade it in and sell it. But with PPF, with paint protection film, a lot of times it's not bulletproof, but a lot of times it can take a majority of that hit and you either don't see it at all, it doesn't do any damage, or in the rare chance that it does actually damage the film, extensively, we can just take the film off. Most of the time your paint is fine underneath it as long as the damage didn't go through the film, and replace the film on your fender or your door or your trunk, your hood, whatever the case may be. We replace the film and You know, you're down your vehicle for a day or so, depending on how much work has to be done. You know, but there's no hit on your Carfax. There's no repaint. There's none of that. So you don't lose value on the vehicle. You're down your vehicle for a very minuscule amount of time versus a body shop where they're having to repaint it. Maybe you're gonna be without your vehicle for a couple days or maybe a week or more, depending on what they have to do. Then you have non-OEM paint. Sometimes it doesn't always match perfectly to the other panels. And there's just a huge headache with that. So paint protection film can prevent all of that, or at least significantly reduce the damage that's done. Like I said, in the off chance that maybe something gets through the film. Now, how long does it take to complete a project like this? This specific project took us 5 days to complete. Now, like I said, that's washing it, prepping it, you know, everything that goes into PPF, because it's not just put the film on, you know, it's using Core, which is our pattern software for cutting patterns for the PPF. It's getting all that laid out in the system, which takes a few hours to get all that done, get all the film cut, not to mention the few hours. Usually we have somewhere around 3 to 4 hours or more on just prepping the car, washing it, claying it, any of that prep that goes into it, really getting it as clean as possible before we put any film on the car. So we have, if you combine prep of the vehicle with prep of the film and getting your vehicle and the film just ready to be put on your vehicle, you're looking at about 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours of just prep work on getting your vehicle and the film ready to go. So this is on day 5. This is all done, wiped down, clean, ready to go. Different vehicles take different times. Obviously, if we're doing just a front end, it's not going to take as long. If we're doing, maybe we're doing a full SUV or a truck, or maybe we're doing some trim on it. Every project varies by a little bit, you know, but we can go over all that if it's something that you're interested in. You know, we can take care of it. Now, SunTek Ultra has a 10 years manufacturer's warranty. Like I mentioned, the window tint has a lifetime manufacturer's warranty from SunTek. So if you're in the Wilmington area or surrounding, and you're interested in having window tint, PPF, ceramic coating, or vinyl wrap done to your vehicle to help protect it, feel free to get up with us. You can give us a call or shoot a text. Our website, SouthernStylez I'll link it in the description below, as well as I'll link our contact form in the description below. That way you can just click on it, send us a request. I'll get back to you personally with a quote on your project, and we can get you scheduled in and get it taken care of and get you protected. So that way you can drive and enjoy your vehicle worry-free and ultimately have it looking as great as the day you picked it up.